Hi, this is Travis from Tenno Farms, and I'm out on the orchard today. We've got a nice spring day, and I wanted to show you some of the pear blossoms. So I'm really hoping we get some pears this year. This is actually a decorative pear here, but it's the biggest tree in the orchard. It was supposed to be a Bartlett pear, and it turned out to be probably a Bradford. Either that or that's what the rootstock was. And then as you can see how that grew up, it all grew up from the rootstock and probably didn't even get the real pear tree. But these are blooming. We had some frosts, but it looks like it didn't hurt it. I'm gonna go over here and check out this one. That's the kind of double pear, half decorative, half fruiting. Yeah, you can see the decorative half has leaves and flowers on it over here. The fruiting half is just getting started. So hopefully we get some fruit on it. So it's a half Bartlett and half Bradford, I would say. The way it grew up there. I just left it both halves. I don't know if the decorative half helps pollinate the other half or not, but it makes it pretty. It's an interesting tree. You can probably hear my feet squishing in the yard. It's still kind of flooded out here. Now, this is another Bartlett. It's a smaller one, but it looks like it's doing pretty well. Hopefully everything that you see growing there is actually the fruiting tree and not just coming from the root. I'm probably going to keep this one on the left here and cut the one off of the right, so that way I just have one central tree branch here, central trunk I should say. Here's an Ayers pear. This one gets small pears, but they're actually really sweet. They're good. Didn't get very many last year. We may have the same this year. I only see a few flowers and they're kind of up high there. I really need to do something with this one to try and make it fruit because as you can see it's a very vertically growing tree. I need to tie these branches down here to the trunk so it'll actually start producing more. I've never tried that yet, but everything I have seen on it is if you want a fruit tree to produce, you have to bring the branches down, bend them lower, because if they grow up, they don't seem to fruit much. And this is a good example of that. Last year I didn't get any pears at all, hardly. We had a frost right when they were blooming, so it just took care of everything. We didn't get anything at all. Here's the peach trees. This is a newer peach, but it looks like it's doing pretty well. This is the one that has some kind of a disease, but it still gets really good peaches as long as they make it to maturity. Looks like the frost didn't hurt this one too much. It's still blooming. Peach blossoms are some of my favorite flowers out here in the orchard. They're just really pretty. I think apples smell the best, but the peach ones are the prettiest to me. I want to put some more peach trees in. This is the one that the deer tore all up and it grew back from the ground. It looks like the frost might have gotten this one a little bit. We'll see though. I've never had peaches on this tree yet because it just keeps getting taken down and growing back. But the bone saw seems to be really helping that. This is the best it's ever looked. The cardboard all blew away that I had around it. But hopefully it'll do well. I don't think this one has any diseases. I was just putting the cardboard on it to protect it. Now this is a Bartlett pear here, and it looks like it's going to do well. I've got a lot of flowers on this one this year, so this is exciting. I should have a good pear crop out of this tree. And you can see the difference in the way the branches hang down on this one. I didn't do that, it just grew that way, but these trees that hang down like this seem to be the really productive fruit trees. Yeah, this is a really good tree here, as far as production usually. I get buckets full off of this one. It'll break the branches sometimes though, it gets so loaded down. It's kind of the same way with this one. This one's not quite as big. This is an Orient pear. I can't even tell the difference in the pears between the two, honestly. So for all I know, even though it's an Orient pear, it might be the exact same tree as the other one. But it's supposed to be an Orient, whereas the other one's supposed to be a Bartlett. They both make really crispy pears. They don't seem to ripen quite the same as some of the others. It's really soggy here too still. Really squishing when I walk. But yeah, it looks like I'm gonna have good pears out of this year too, probably. Lots of blossoms on it, and it's not supposed to freeze again anytime soon here. So they should be getting pollinated and ready to go now. I can actually smell some blossoms. I think that might be coming from the cherry over here, judging by the way the wind's blowing. It's been really windy lately. Yeah, that's what I'm smelling. This is a cherry bush, Carmen Jewel. Yeah, that smells really good. I hope to get some cherries this year. Usually the birds get most of the cherries, but I have a lot of decorative cherries just for the birds. But this one is actually a cherry for me, so hopefully I get some. And then the cardboard's doing its thing here, still around the bottoms of these plum trees. Hopefully here before too long, I'll talk to my friend and get some raw milk from him. And then when the leaves start to come out on here, I'm going to do a foliar spray on it. See if we can get these fungal diseases under control here that causes these trees to not really have fruit and drop their leaves. Look at that. A couple bumblebees there. They're always good to have around. I'm glad they're not paying any attention to me right now. Yeah, we're starting to get a few flowers on this plum too. This is one of the ones that has bad problems. A few little flowers there getting started. It'll really be in bloom, I bet, in a few days though. I kind of wonder if the way this part of the yard gets so soggy, if that has something to do with the issues too though, with the infections. I think it's fungal, so it might be because there's so much moisture. But yeah, this one's starting to get its blooms. This is going to be really pretty in a few days. The cardboard's finally starting to break down a little bit. I didn't remember putting that much cardboard around this one. Kind of makes me wonder if maybe that's where the one from the peach tree ended up, blew over here and just happened to be in this same spot. Anyway, just wanted to show you the flowers on the pear trees and that it's just a pretty day here. Thanks for watching.